I'm here with Mr. Steve Blum at 2017 Wizard World Austin. Mr. Steve Blum, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing really well. Happy Sunday.
Awesome, awesome. You've been doing a lot of things over the years, and mostly Toonami, animation. Can you go over a few of the highlights of the animation world you've been in and things like that?
Yeah, still doing Toonami all these years later. We're on every Saturday night, only Toonami on Adult Swim. I'm still very passionate about that. Toonami was sort of the gateway for a lot of people for the anime community, bringing it to the United States, and we're still going strong after all these years. Finishing up season 4 on Star Wars Rebels right now, and play Zeb Orrelios on that. Did over a decade as Wolverine from Wolverine and the X-Men and the video games and Hulk versus movies. Starscream from Transformers Prime. And tons of anime. I'd have to go through the list here to remember what everything.
It's a lot.
I've done. Yeah, it is a lot, but it's been great. It's really great. I did this for many years for nothing because I love the art form and I love the people involved. And it just turned into a career. Who knew?
It's very, very cool. And it's like the impact of the Toonami brought a lot of those different franchises to the U.S. Well, I mean, what is that like for you? I mean, being part of this like the plethora of animation, going into the U.S. from like outside, into the U.S.
Yeah, we had no idea. We had no idea if anybody would watch that stuff. And back in the days when they signed me on for Toonami, it was after Cowboy Bebop had started to make a little headway here in the States. And back in those days, it was the subbers versus dubbers, and very difficult to get people to give dubbed animation a chance. Yeah, and so Bebop was really the thing that started turning the tide, I think. It brought a lot of people into giving anime a chance for the first time, because it did have some American references, and it was a complete piece that had great music, great visuals, everything about it sort of came together at the right time, right place, right time. And Toonami picked up that mantle and carried it forward, and it's just been an amazing ride to see how many people have given that a chance and stayed with us through the years, even when we couldn't get the programming we needed. We were off the air for 4 years, and the fans came back and brought it back on the air, and now we're stronger than we've ever been. So I'm just proud and happy to be a part of all that.
It really has been a ride. And you've got some other personal projects or any upcoming stuff you got beyond Rebels and all that?
Yeah, well, I've been working with the hip-hop artist Logic, so that's been kind of a thing. We did 2 albums. I got to participate on 2 of his albums so far. Hopefully we'll do some more stuff together, and he's putting out a great message in the world right now. So I'm really happy to support that. That's kind of the same message that I try to put out through my work too. So, and we're bringing 2 worlds together. We're bringing hip hop and anime together, video gaming together. It's sort of like the chocolate and peanut butter thing. Two groups that wouldn't necessarily talk to each other before this. So I'm really putting a lot of energy behind that. And then I'm going to be starting up my own webinar series called the Blumvox Studios community right now on Facebook. And then in a few weeks we're going to be launching our webinar series. And we'll be having AMAs, we'll have a monthly newsletter to help voice actors or brand new voice actors get into the business without getting taken advantage of, and for a reasonable price, and working with people who actually do this every day. So I'm pretty passionate about that. And then we've got a new show called Nico and the Sword of Light that's out on Amazon, and a fantastic cast on that, and that was just released recently. I love that show. Hopefully we'll do more of that. Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, also on Boomerang. An amazing cast on that show too. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm a Wizard of Oz fan from my childhood, so it's fun to revisit those characters again. It's great stuff. And then most of the rest of the stuff I'm not allowed to talk about yet. So.
It's all good, man. And right quick, before we get off here, I was giving you a quick Toonami sign off. And you have any website links or Twitters or anything? Also for your webinar series?
Yes. Well, SteveBlumVoices.com is my fan page. My webinar series is going to be on BlumvoxStudios.com. And then on Twitter, I am BlumSpew. It's BLUMSPEW, at BlumSpew, yeah. And 2 other quick shows I just wanted to mention is Lion Guard. I play Machuca on there. Makucha, I can't remember. He's the bad guy on the show. And Tangled, the series. I'm playing Attila Buckethead on that. And so check that out for you youngsters. Love you guys.
Very, very cool, Mr. Steven. It's a pleasure talking with you, sir. You keep rocking and rolling in the world of animation. This is Owen with SciFiction.com.